Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next-level tactics. From off-site and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
Welcome back to the SEO.co podcast in the series, The Link Building Guide for Growing Organic Startup Traffic. In this episode, we're going to continue by talking about policies and agreements. It's also a good idea to include instructions and policies about how exactly people are allowed to use your information. You could hire a lawyer and draft up a formal agreement that digs into detail about how your assets and statistics are to be used, but this is generally more trouble than it's worth. For most brands, an informal or even conversational request is more than enough to make sure your information is used appropriately. Besides, all your brand assets are protected under general intellectual property laws, so you don't need to worry about plagiarism or theft. As a great example, check out MailChimp's brand assets page. They take some time to show exactly how not to use their brand, clarifying some common misconceptions, then make a few simple statements about when you can and can't use their information. It's simple, to the point, easy to follow, and doesn't demand that your external publishers get legal representation before giving you free media exposure. Phase 4. Ongoing relationship management. There are some ongoing considerations you'll need to bear in mind as your reputation grows and you start striving for higher goals. Media relations aren't something that can be initiated or executed as one-time events. They demand management and refinement over time. Journalist and influencer relationship management. You'll need to manage your relationships with journalists, influencers, editors, and publishers on a regular basis. If you lose contact for too long, you could lose them from your network entirely. Here's how to keep your contacts happy and engaged. Always be polite and respectful. This should go without saying, but even when you find yourself in a professional disagreement, you need to remain polite and respectful at all costs. Along these lines, you'll need to respect your contacts' time and never burden them with excessive requests. Contribute content or ideas at least monthly. If you want to keep contacts within your circle, aim to have a touch point at least once a month. This might mean submitting an article for publication, or it might mean simply reaching out with a question or an idea. Never ignore a message. Whenever your contact reaches out to you via email, phone, or any other medium, don't let them go without a response. Even if you have to deny a request or don't have much value to add, a simple acknowledgement of receipt will let them know that you value them. Be willing to do favors. You don't need to bend over backwards to keep your contacts happy, but if you can do them occasional favors, you should try to. It helps keep the relationship mutually positive. Cross-promotional opportunities. You'll also want to take advantage of any cross-promotional opportunities you can find. Usually, this involves supporting a press release or coverage article on an external publisher by using your own marketing campaigns. For example, you might share a positive press piece on your personal brand social media channel or email it to your subscribers. Showcasing your new authority. Finally, don't forget to take ownership of your latest publication opportunities by showcasing your affiliation with major publication brands. On your website, you should have a rotating list of publishers or a collage of different logos of those publishers to demonstrate social proof and make your reputation known. Similarly, you'll want to reference your partnerships and previous coverage in every new pitch or every new relationship you create. This will help you land even bigger and better opportunities in the future. Next up, we're going to look at ways to successfully build links for a new startup. But that's all for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to the Link Building Guide for Growing Organic Startup Traffic. The next episode should be a long one and our final in the series, so stay tuned.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.